Hi everyone! Back to another video, I guess, on this thing. I know that I told you that it was going to take a month, okay? So if people are wondering on what happened to me, I was spending my time building this, okay? So, anyway, so I need to make a quick announcement right now about the channel. So, the server that I'm on is not my server. It's Sheltercraft. I don't own the server. And so, due to that small little thing, there is going to be a point in time when this server does shut down because it's not mine and people are paying for it. So, it's probably going to be shut down, but I want to let you guys know ahead of time that, hey, this thing's going to happen. And if you guys do actually like this content, please like the video, and subscribe to me because I will probably be working on a project where it's just me on a single player world. So anyway, my last video, or the last time I did this, I was told by Bubba that, you know, maybe don't just play music and be quiet, actually storytell or something. So if you guys don't like this video, go yell at Bubba, okay? Just go over to his channel, pick a random video, and say, why'd you give Kalinius that stupid idea? But if you love it, still go over to his channel and then tell him, good job, you actually have a great idea once in your lifetime, I guess. I don't know, he's Canadian, I don't know. So anyway, here we go, story time. So I have a few notes here about what to talk about. So let's just get into this. So, story one that I have here, it says right here that I need to clarify on what did I mean when I said that I don't have fall. So, where I live, we have summer that goes on till like late August, and then we have 1 week of fall. I just went pencil. Okay, so we have 1 week of fall. And then it's winter. So, you know, like, it's nice when the leaves turn and everything, but it really does get really frustrating when it snows the next week and just tears everything down. The leaves are just broken down, and the branches have fallen down, and you know that you can't even mow anything up or even pick up anything because now it's already in a layer of snow. So you kind of have to wait a while for it, and by a while I mean you have to wait till spring of next year. So yeah, I'm still waiting for spring at this moment. So anyway, I don't really do a lot of the fall stuff. I just did stuff in that build battle of things I remember from my childhood when we actually had longer falls. So anyway, another thing that I wanted to talk about was Halloween. So, I know that Halloween, like, a lot of people love watching scary movies. You know, like The Shining, It 2, some other scary movies. Except for me. I don't know why, but I hate jump scares so much. I avoid it. That's why I don't watch horror movies, because I know that it's mostly going to be jump scares. That's what they sell, is the jump scares. But it doesn't mean that I don't like a great horror story. Those I will sit there and watch all day of just listening to horror stories, or even animated horror stories. I love those, okay? Animated horror story, fine. I will watch through anything. And I mean anything. So, anyway, one day I was watching a horror movie. It was like right before Halloween, and my sister walks into the room and she asked me on how could I not handle It, the movie, but yet I can listen to the most gruesome things. Like, this is not murder podcast. This is like description of horrible things happening, and I'm just sitting there playing Minecraft listening to this stuff. And sometimes I would laugh because I know it's not real, okay? It's not real, but it's like, wow, these people really went all in to try to scare me in this part. But yeah, so now my sister kind of questions my sanity since I am listening to a lot of horrible stuff and watching some pretty gruesome animations. Yet I will not watch a horror movie. Because why? Because those people get paid to do those animations that I like. And if they go any more realistic, I will not watch it. Moving on, Halloween. Other things that I do for Halloween. I deliver candy, or I don't deliver, but I hand out candy to all the trick-or-treaters. But my parents, they think that there's going to be like, I don't know, 200 kids going to our door when it's really like less than like 70 kids that go to the door. And so they always like buy like 3 big bags of candy because they don't want, they're like, hey, we can have extra of this, but it'll be really awful if we don't have candy to give to them. And I'm like, that's a fair point. That's why we go for a second bag. Why do we go for the third bag? And because I also like want to do like about like 3 pieces of candy for each trick-or-treater. Which, by the way, I've done the math on that. It would not even last 1 bag. Maybe it'll go into a second bag, but it will only last 1 bag. So, I don't know. So I just hand out handfuls. And if I like your costume, then I will do 2 handfuls. Unless there's other people in front of you or behind you. Okay, because then you just get fair points, but I'll make a comment on your costume being awesome, okay? So, okay, well, story A, check. Check off that one. Okay, story B. Talk about how Cal is annoying. Okay, so if you guys haven't, watched my video about me getting my new baby Cal, there's going to be some updates to this. One of which is figuring out Cal's gender. Now, lizards, there's not something that you can identify as easy as like a dog or a cat, that it's a male or a female. Basically, how I figured out, and I was calling Cal a male, because, like I thought, based off of Cal's actions, that, hey, he's a guy, because he acts like one. But I figured out in probably the worst of ways that Cal is a girl. And when I mean in the worst of ways, I mean she got pregnant. Yes, that's correct. She was, when I was away doing stuff, she apparently hooked up with someone, the neighborhood lizard, that she won't even tell me who it is, who the neighborhood lizard guy was that she was meeting at the dead of night with, and had a baby. Yeah, Cal, I'm talking about you. She's looking at me. Until then, I actually did more research and actually figured out that lizards sometimes make an egg to lose weight. So I guess Cal is like the best, but like she knows when she needs to lose some weight, because she's like, okay, make another baby really quick. So, yeah, she had to go through that, and then she wouldn't eat a whole lot. That's why I was worried, was that she would barely eat. She'll eat like 1 or 2 insects a week. Besides her now normal 5. She'll eat any insects that you put in there, but before, she would literally sniff it, lick it, and then go back. And I'm like, okay, sure, do that. Go ahead. So, now that she's a female, I've been taking a closer eye at her to make sure that no other lizards get into the cage. And you're a baby, Cal. I hope you know that. You're still a baby. You're not even a year old. This is her first winter, which apparently they don't have something called hibernation, but it's called brumation. Where lizards literally just act lazier. They'll just be napping more, is what apparently it is. Like, they'll just like not eat as much, they'll nap more, and other stuff. So I guess that's what she does. But also another thing is that I had like dead leaves around the cage so that isopods won't be eaten by her, because they're supposed to be like eating the dead bacteria in her cage. Well, I might have put a few leaves like a longer stepping path so that she was making a bunch of noise at like 3 a.m. You know, kind of like how a cat does it. And so I was like, oh, well, you know, this is kind of getting annoying. Let me move the leaves out from her path. But no, she loves the leaves. She now gets out of the way of her usual path as she takes her usual rounds, and she will step on a leaf. And she'll go fast over it, so it's not like... No, it'll be like... And I'll wake up, and then she'll look at me and say, are you awake now? Good, I need attention. She doesn't like being picked up, but she likes that I look at her. Because then she'll look at me, and then when she knows I'm making an eye contact with her, then she'll be like, okay, you had enough time staring at me, okay? Now go back to whatever you were doing. Sleeping, that's for losers. So yeah, Cal, you're not really a great roommate. I hope you know that. Okay. So, talking about how Cal was annoying. Check. You're still annoying. I hope you know that, baby. She knows it. She always knows it. Okay, let me see. And the third and final story. Okay, third and final story, here it is. So, really, I didn't even actually expect to actually have a third story. Like, there's not enough time on the clock here to do that. So I thought I would tell a story that's actually in the Minecraft world. Now, of course, you're probably wondering on, well, why did it take you so long to do these few little things? You literally just made one house, made a blacksmith house, and then you just made a well. That doesn't take a lot of time. But hold up here. See, I've been spending a lot of time filling in and terraforming. If you look at my last video, you will see that I was beginning to terraform some parts, but didn't really finish it. Yeah, I was terraforming these parts. And also now a more embarrassing part, I was actually trying to mine. So, you know, like I was trying to get some more tools and, you know, get some iron tools, maybe even an iron set to show that I've actually played the game. But instead, it has failed drastically, and I'm still stuck with that leather helmet. And actually, right now, I'm not even stuck with that leather helmet because I'm right now working on the other video while I work on this video. Oh my goodness, I have too many recordings I actually need to catch up on. But yeah, so that's why there doesn't seem to be a whole lot, and that's because I was doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I was just failing to do. So I was terraforming the land for future projects. As you can kind of like see below me, that now some of the land has now been altered. So yeah, that's what we've been doing, or I've been doing. And then yeah, so before we end, make sure that you guys like and subscribe, ring the bell for the notifications. And also, I'm going to need your guys' help here. I need you guys to comment down, leave a comment on the video. What should I build next? Because I'm kind of running out of ideas here, okay? Bye!